we are going to move on to how to inflate your balloons. The balloon colors that we'll be working with today are robin's egg. Now we have robin's egg in 5-inch, 11-inch, and 17-inch. Okay, so this is the robin's egg color. So you guys can see that, Sempertex. And then we have our second color, which is pale blue. So pale blue we have in 5, 11, and 16. So this is the pale blue. Okay. And the brand I will have in the description for you guys. And then our third color is white, keeping it basic. And in white we have, let's see, we have 5, 18, and 24. And this is fashion white. So, okay. But when you're starting off with your electric pump, usually these pink electric pumps have a automatic inflator. So even with the pump not being on, this is the on and off switch. Automatic inflator nozzle on this side will automatically inflate as soon as you press down. Okay, so that's gonna be annoying. So this side is stationary, so a lot of the times you'll see balloon artists blowing up 2 balloons at a time, and they create dupes or pairs. So I will go over that in a few minutes, but I just want to show you guys that the reason they can blow up simultaneously at the same time is because these 2 pumps, once this one's going, once the automatic one is going, the second one automatically fills up with air as well. So makes it easy. That's why I like these, but you know, everybody likes their own stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start with the 24-inch. So when you are using, let's see, just hold it up because I can't really. When you are using the automatic inflator, you want to make sure that you're holding the neck of your balloon like this. So you want to put it in between your thumb and your index finger and hold it as if you don't want the air to come out. So hold it tight like that. Then you're going to loosen up a little bit to make sure that the neck of the balloon, so this is the opening is called the neck, so that the neck of the balloon goes over your nozzle. And then you're still going to hold tight between your index and your thumb, so that way the air doesn't escape. So I'm going to blow this one up, and I like to kind of count to 10 for the bigger balloons. So the 24-inch, I'd probably, in bigger, I would count to 10. So let's do it together. Okay, so that's 10 seconds. That was probably a little too long. So let's reduce that to 8. So when you do have the balloon as big as this, it's gonna be 2 or 3 times your hand size. And remember, 24 inches is 2 feet. So if it starts to look like it's getting to be close to the 2 feet mark, you just take the neck off the nozzle and you should be fine. So when you are inflating, we still have a good grip on our balloon. And for the bigger balloons, if it's too hard to, do it with your hands, you can use any flat surface to press down, and you just want to round out your balloon. So I'm going to round out the balloon by pressing down gently. So I have one hand on the neck and one hand here, just to kind of give it extra pressure without popping. And you're going to slowly release your grip and push down. 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you do that, it rounds it out. It releases air. So any balloon size that you are using, you got to keep in mind that if you're using 24 inches, it's probably going to end up being 20 inches by the time you're done, because you round it out and release air, and it's going to be smaller than what you actually. So it's always good to have the bigger balloons, because bigger balloons you can always reduce down to a smaller size, but smaller balloons, once they hit their capacity, that's it. So I'm gonna do 2 more seconds. 1, 2, like this. And I like it. So I'm gonna keep this like this. Now, what you can do is go ahead and inflate a second balloon. If this is too advanced, then just skip this part. But I'm gonna inflate my second balloon. Okay, so I'm inflating a second balloon, and you can clearly see that these are 2 different sizes. So this is the size that this one originally was, and now this one is the big size. So I can either, for organic, it's good to have a mix of sizes. Even if you are starting with 3 sizes, you can inflate everything to different sizes. So what you can do is keep it like this and have these 2 different sizes, which will give your arch a more dynamic look and give it more depth. But if you don't want to do that, then just do the same method of releasing the air and pressing down. Okay. And then I'm going to tie this off. Now see, even because I'm right-handed, I have more control, so this one does look a little bigger. I don't know. But this is the 18-inch white. So we're going to do the same method of pressing down. Now, when you press down, you might want to do 3 seconds. And now those are rounded out. You inflate a little too much. So these I kind of, I don't know, inflated to their size, but then I wanted to round them out a little more than, slightly smaller than the white ones. So, okay, so let's see. And you still press down, like that. This is Robin. Sorry. This is Robin's Egg 11. So you see the cone shape again. I'm gonna press down. And I think 11 and 12 inch are probably the most common sizes. Like this right here, 3 seconds. Boom. You're done. Make sure it's round. Okay. So then when you get to your 5-inch and maybe even 7-inch, I would switch your nozzles. So switch to the smaller nozzle that's on there. If you have a inflator that is just for 5-inch, you can do that like this. I'll link this down below. I will show you both ways and kind of, since all we have left are 5-inch, show you both ways and kind of show you the timing of that. So let's start with the pale blue. So pale blue, literally like 2 seconds on the that quick. Okay, so you see how it's coning, and this is a little bit coning, but you still do the same thing. I'll show you up here because pressing down, round it out. And then let me show you on this. Similar to this pump, which is, there's only 1 nozzle. So I think it's 2 pumps maybe. Let's try 3 first. So you can get 4 pumps into a 5-inch and it'll look like this. Okay, so let's do 4 pumps again. And you just want to make sure it's covering the tip, and then make sure the neck of the hand pump is extended all the way out, and you just go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the whole time you're pumping, you want to hold the neck onto the pump, 1, so it doesn't fly away, and 2, so the air stays in the balloon. And then once you have your 2, you're gonna do the same thing, which is slowly release the air between your index and your thumb while pressing down. Okay. Again, single nozzle, and this isn't an automatic, so you have to turn it on. But same thing, you want to cover the nozzle and pinch between your index and your thumb to make sure that the air doesn't. So do that first and put your balloon on first before you turn it on, because it immediately starts inflating. And I guess maybe 3 seconds. Okay, let's try that again. I accidentally, when I tried to pull the balloon off, I pulled the whole nozzle off. So I will amend what I just said to say, hold one, after you turn it on, hold the nozzle down with your other hand. Okay, so this is 3 seconds on the single inflator. And so we're gonna do the same thing. There we go. Press down and release. Crafty fam, that is how you inflate your balloons. So this is part 1, and we went over the tools that you're gonna need for a basic organic garland. This video was how to inflate. So in the next part of this series, I'm gonna go over how to make your dupes, quads, and clusters. See you in the next one.